going to move over to Sky Max and Now for the return of the comedy Mr. Bigstuff. And here's a clip.
Trauma. Thought my dad was dead. Turns out he just left us. So we got some questions.
Yeah. Morning, Lee. What's that?
Number 32, we're throwing it out.
What do you do?
Maureen, the yogurt parts, they go in the brown bin, don't they, my darling?
Comes in handy.
Delighted that Mr. Bigstuff is returning for a second outing. This is just great. I mean, Danny Dyer is phenomenal in this. I mean, when he turned up in EastEnders, I think, everyone wondered if this was a bit of a one-trick pony. He's absolutely not. I think this is arguably one of the best things he's done too, and really shows his kind of ability to not only make people laugh, but also make people cry. So I do think it's worth going back and watching the first series if you haven't done so. It kind of gives the context. You'll catch up, but I think it's better too if you can do. And this is just a real, again, quite a dysfunctional family. It's a whirlwind of kind of capers and chaos and general debauchery at times. And Danny Dyer plays the part of Lee Campbell, and his brother is a carpet salesman, Glenn. And I didn't actually realise that Ryan, who plays Glenn, was actually wrote it all. And I watched them on the One Show talking. Danny wasn't on it, but I watched Ryan talking. And I didn't realise quite how close they were. And if you cast your mind back, Danny Dyer won the Best Male Performance in comedy for this year's BAFTAs TV Awards. And I was reading an interview, and he actually cried when Danny went up. He was just like kind of absolutely wrecked, just so proud of him. And he almost wrote this for Danny Dyer, and you can absolutely see it. But it's not just all fun and everything else, because I think even Danny Dyer himself said that it's when you can make someone laugh and cry in the same sentence, in the same minute, you're doing something special. And actually that's what this does here. So there's a real dynamic, because we left the last series thinking that their father had died. In actual fact, he'd just left them. Lots of questions, lots of things to be answered, and this shock discovery kind of rocks the siblings, and it's kind of, I suppose, it's multi-layered because of that. So it's not just the kind of the capers and all the silliness that goes on. Just a word of warning, you will see Danny Dyer wearing next to nothing. So for those of you who love Danny Dyer, there you go, you're welcome. Although he does have, he said, a little sock over his little friend, or big friend, whatever. I don't know, we don't actually see that. But there we go, definitely one to watch.
So this is the first of two comedies this week, featuring and written by people who were in the Roman Empire comedy Plebs. Yeah, get that. Anyway, he's kind of having his Big Lebowski moment in episode 1, because he's in this filthy dressing gown. He's sitting outside Glenn's house in an armchair with a Walkman on, and just drinking endless Bloody Marys. And I love it. When Glenn tells him off for drinking Bloody Marys, he says, "It's a morning drink." But yeah, he's superb in this role. It's very, very funny. But also, I've got to say that Samson is terrific as Glenn, who there's this sort of subplot that his wife's kind of trying to get him into all this sub-dom sex stuff because he's got erectile dysfunction. Anyway, you'll get the gist. But yeah, it's got some good supporting actors in it as well, including the brilliant Adrian Scarborough, who plays the boss at the carpet shop. If you like Danny Dyer, you're going to absolutely love this. But it's just a very, very funny and original comedy.